So in terms of your preferred MarTech stack, and maybe your minimum viable MarTech stack, what would that include?
Sure. I won't use brand names because I think that they're
Okay.
everybody has their preferences, and candidly, you're probably getting tired of me saying this. It depends, because you're going to go to one company and they're going to have one thing, and then you're going to go to the next company and they're going to have something else. But I think at the end of the day, typically a company is going to need some sort of marketing automation stack, whether that be Marketo, HubSpot, or Pardot. They'll also likely need, if they're not using one of those three, they'll need some sort of email system. Again, some folks invest in just like a constant contact or something, and that will serve as their marketing automation until they get a larger budget and they can actually invest in that. Then you have the table stakes with regard to Google and your Google ads, and your tracking of your SEO. And then you likely are going to need, if you're not already, which most companies are, they're going to have a Salesforce or some sort of CRM that you're going to want and need to have your automation tools connected through. And then it really becomes, after you have some of these basics, it really becomes what is needed by the business. So some companies, I encourage them to leverage a chat functionality, because if somebody is on your site, you want to be able to capture them and engage them right away, because they're there for a reason. I'm not including, obviously, every company needs some sort of website, and we haven't even touched on the digital component of your website as a digital product, and it needs to be maintained and drive conversion. So it's not there just to have information, but how do you, using your website in which to convert people throughout the entire funnel, top, middle, and bottom. So obviously, whether that's WordPress or some other provider, and how that's also connected to your marketing automation tool. And then of course, and people might debate whether or not this is a marketing piece of the marketing tech stack, or if it's a piece of the sales, some sort of outreach program, whether it is outreach, in which the SDRs or the BDRs can be doing their outreach, and that can also be connected through to your marketing automation and in your CRM. Sometimes that sits in sales, depending on what that happens to be. But I think after you have some of the basics like marketing automation, email, social, both paid and organic through Google, it then just becomes what the company is, leveraging in terms of their tactics and their strategy to support that. Some folks also use, I think this is a valuable and an inexpensive component, is thinking through your social media postings using a provider like Bamboo or something like that, in which to not only post your social, but also get your employees an easy centralized location in which to help support the brand voice and getting that out there. If you can and you can afford it. And I think there's some inexpensive options that are coming out there, but if you can get some sort of intent provider, Zoom has got some things that they've been coming out with, Rollworks. If you can't afford like a 6 Sense or demand base, which can get pricey, but I think there's some nice alternatives out there, especially if you have an ABM, a strong ABM play. That's critical.